Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to science class. Okay, so we are discussing in the chapter 2 nutrition in animals, isn't it? Yes, so what are the things we have discussed about nutrition in animals? Yes, we have discussed about digestion, isn't it? What do you mean by digestion? Digestion is the breakdown, isn't it? Digestion is the breakdown of complex substances in food into simple substances, isn't it? That is, we had discussed about digestion. And then we just switched it to mode of taking of food, isn't it? Mode of taking of food in some organisms, and you just write what are the different animals and in which way they are taking their food, like so, isn't it? Yes. Then what we discussed, yes, we started digestive system in humans, isn't it? Yes. So digestive system in human mainly consists of alimentary canal and secretory glands, isn't it? Alimentary canal and secretory glands. And we had just a small discussion on alimentary canal and secretory glands. We had discussed about the parts of the alimentary canal, starting from mouth, buccal cavity. Yes, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. That is consisting of alimentary canal, isn't it? Then we have discussed about secretory glands, isn't it? Some secretory glands are present in our body, and these glands they give some secretions, isn't it? And these secretions will help what in digestion, isn't it? We have discussed about three secretory glands: salivary gland, liver and pancreas. And we have seen some secretions. Which are they? Salivary gland have secretions called saliva, and liver have a secretion called bile juice. And what about pancreas? Pancreas have a secretion called pancreatic juice, isn't it? So that's all about the digestive system. And we have just started the first part of our alimentary canal, that is our digestion starts in our mouth, isn't it? Yes. So the digestion starts in our mouth or buccal cavity. So we have discussed about in buccal cavity we have various kinds of teeth are present, isn't it? So we have discussed about four major kinds of teeth. Which are they? Yes, molars, premolars, canines and incisors. And we have seen the number of these various kinds of teeth. Hope you understand what we have discussed in our last class, isn't it? Now we are moving into the next part in the buccal cavity, that is salivary gland. What is it? The next part in the buccal cavity, that is salivary gland. So this salivary gland is a gland which is situated in our mouth or buccal cavity, in this lower jaw and in the upper jaw. It is situated like a pear, isn't it? Like a pear. So where is salivary gland is situated? In our mouth. So salivary gland had a secretion named as saliva. Named as saliva. What is the use of saliva in the digestion? Yes, when we are having our food, what will happen? Yes, our food get mixed with saliva, isn't it? Our food get mixed with saliva. Then by this mixing, what is happening there now? By this mixing, the starch in our food, isn't it? We are having some different components of food like nutrients, isn't it? So the starch or carbohydrate, the starch in our food is converted into sugar. Starch is converted into sugar by whom? Saliva, isn't it? So the saliva in our mouth convert starch in the food into sugars, and it is easy to digest sugars by our body. Understand? So easy to digest sugar by our body. So for easy digestion, what is happening there? Saliva get mixed with our food and it converts starch into sugars. Hope you understand what is salivary gland and what is its function. Then we are moving to the next part of the in the buccal cavity, that is tongue, isn't it? So what is tongue? Yes, This is our tongue. So we can say that tongue is a fleshy muscular organ. Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ which is placed at the bottom or at the back of the buccal cavity, isn't it? So this is our buccal cavity, and tongue is placed at the lower position of the buccal cavity or at the back of the buccal cavity, and we can say that tongue is a fleshy muscular organ in which one end is fixed, isn't it? One end is fixed and other end, which is that the tip, isn't it? And other end is free, that which can move in different direction. Understood? What is tongue? What is tongue? Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ placed at the back of the buccal cavity in which one end is fixed and other end is free, isn't it? Now you just see what are the different functions of our tongue. What are they? What are the uses of our tongue? Yes, we use our tongue to speak, isn't it? Yes, tongue helps in speaking. Then what are other uses? Yes, tongue helps in while we are chewing our food, isn't it? Yes, we are chewing our food, and at that time what will happen? Yes, that chewed food get mixed with the saliva, isn't it? Then only what will happen? The starch in the food get converted into sugar, isn't it? Yes, the food will converted starch in the food will converted into sugar for easy digestion. So who done that? Yes, of course it is tongue. Tongue helps in mixing, isn't it? Tongue helps in mixing the food with the saliva. Understood? Tongue helps in mixing the food with saliva. And what is the third function? Can you say? Yes, tongue help us to know different taste, isn't it? Yes. How a single organ can help us to know different types of taste? Can you do you know that? Let us see. Yes. So this is the structure of our tongue. Can you see? So tongue is a fleshy muscular organ placed at the back of the buccal cavity. So tongue helps in mixing the food with saliva, and also tongue helps in speaking. Then tongue helps to know different types of taste. So you just listen. Our tongue has just divided as 4 regions. Our tongue has divided into 4 regions. Or we can say that there are some taste buds present in our tongue. What is it? Taste buds. These taste buds help us to know different taste. Understood? Some taste buds are present in the tongue. These taste buds are help us to know different taste, isn't it? So at the tip of the tongue there are some taste buds which can understood the sweetness, which can understood or which can taste sweetness. The tip of the tongue has taste buds containing sweet. Understood? Then just at the back of the sweet area we have salty region. We have salty region, and just at the back of the salty region we have the taste buds to identify sour. Okay, and at the back side of the tongue we have the taste buds to identify the bitter taste. Understand? So our tongue has divided as 4 regions to know different types of taste by using taste buds. Hope you understand what is tongue and what are its functions.